Welcome to the channel. If you enjoy tech insights and helpful tips, please subscribe. Let's begin.
Removing old lacquer from wood is a crucial step for many restoration or refinishing projects. Whether you're dealing with a cherished antique, a worn-out tabletop, or simply want to update the look of your wooden furniture, old lacquer can become yellowed, chipped, or develop an unattractive cloudy appearance over time, necessitating its complete removal before a new finish can be applied. Before you begin, prioritize safety. Ensure you're working in a well-ventilated area, ideally outdoors or with open windows and a fan. Always wear chemical-resistant gloves, eye protection, and a respirator, especially when using stronger chemical strippers, as fumes can be harmful. The most effective and common method for removing lacquer involves chemical strippers. There are several types available, each with varying strengths and safety profiles. Methylene chloride-based strippers are incredibly fast-acting and powerful, but they are also highly hazardous and increasingly restricted or banned in many regions due to health concerns. Always check local regulations. NMP and methyl 2-pyrrolidone based strippers are a safer alternative, though they work more slowly. For an even more eco-friendly and less toxic approach, consider citrus or soy-based strippers, which are the mildest and slowest but often require longer dwell times. Regardless of the stripper type, begin by thoroughly cleaning the wood surface to remove any dirt, grease, or grime. Use painter's tape to mask off any areas you don't want the stripper to touch, such as hardware or delicate inlays. Apply a generous, thick, and even coat of your chosen chemical stripper using a natural bristle brush. Do not overbrush. Simply lay the stripper on the surface, ensuring complete coverage. Allow the stripper to dwell for the time recommended by the manufacturer, typically between 15 to 30 minutes. During this period, you'll observe the lacquer bubbling, wrinkling, or softening significantly. It is crucial not to let the stripper dry on the wood. If it starts to dry, reapply a small amount to keep the surface wet and active. Once the lacquer has softened, use a plastic or dull metal scraper to gently push the softened material off the wood, always working with the grain to avoid damaging the surface. For intricate details, carvings, or tight corners, utilize an old toothbrush, wooden dowels, or very fine 0000 grade steel wool dipped in fresh stripper to meticulously clean out the crevices. Be careful not to gouge or scratch the wood. For particularly stubborn areas or multiple layers of lacquer, you may need to repeat the application, dwell, and scraping process. After the bulk of the lacquer is removed, the most critical step for cleaning and neutralizing any remaining residue is to wipe the entire surface thoroughly with denatured alcohol. Denatured alcohol acts as a direct solvent for lacquer, effectively dissolving any lingering film and ensuring a truly clean, residue-free surface. Use clean rags and change them frequently to avoid redepositing dissolved lacquer. Finally, even after chemical stripping and alcohol cleaning, the wood will require a light sanding to achieve a perfectly smooth finish and prepare it for a new coating. Start with a medium grit sandpaper, such as 120 or 150 grit, sanding with the grain to remove any minor imperfections, raised grain, or faint marks left by the stripper. Progress to a finer grit like 180 or 220 grit to achieve the desired smoothness. Always vacuum thoroughly between grits to remove all dust, which can cause scratches. While sanding alone can remove very thin lacquer layers, it's generally not recommended for thick or multiple coats as it's labor-intensive, creates a lot of potentially harmful dust, and risks uneven wood removal. Heat guns are also generally ineffective for lacquer. They tend to melt and smear it rather than lift it cleanly, and there's a high risk of scorching the wood, which can make subsequent staining difficult. Patience and thoroughness are key to successful lacquer removal. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe for more woodworking tips.